Well, here goes nothing. It's been a while. Just checking in with everybody today, since the weather was nice, to get out and just do a little life update. And I won't be getting into great specifics because, I mean, let's be honest. There aren't many people that really care that much. Back in June of last year, we had some opportunities as a family to make some decisions about relocating, new job, new ministry opportunity, things to consider, property to sell, so forth and so on. Long story short, August time frame, we felt led to sell everything and relocate up to Northern Virginia. A lot of close family ties and friends that we were leaving behind, with one in college and one still in high school. And we're getting older, so also a good time to downsize, focus more on what was important for us at this point in our lives, my wife and I. I won't bore you with all the specifics, but a lot to look forward to still. Lots of theme parks still I want to get back to. Some travels, some things that are fun to me, baseball games closer to the Orioles and my beloved Redskins Commanders. So I really thank you guys for even taking the time to tune in and catch up. Just walking around my new neighborhood, my new neck of the woods. I'm a Flatlander, so man, moving to an area where it's a lot of hills and elevation changes and traffic patterns. Busyness of life here is just different than the southern part of the state where I'm from. But the Lord's been good. So 6 months, haven't been out much on foot, getting back into my walking habits and exercise. With any move, there's a lot of moving parts, so you got to kind of prioritize your day, reset your mind, get outside and discover the area. So I'm gonna walk down here a little bit and we'll see what's up ahead. Oh, rest in peace, Christmas 2025. A remnant. This is a small local rail station. We'll go take a look. One of the things I wanted to mention was I went through a pretty rough patch here in the winter months. Part of my job is plowing the church parking lot. A lot of the East Coast got nailed by this latest Snowageddon storm that rolled through here in the early part of February. Here we have some remnants of Snowageddon 2026. That is a snow pile from roughly a month ago. I got an education, let's put it that way, how much colder, 8 to 10 degrees colder in this part of the state versus where I was from on average during the winter months, give or take a day. But we got so much ice, and we probably had temps that didn't get any higher than 21 degrees for about 2 weeks. That's very big. We went through maybe 3,000 pounds of ice melt. I don't know if any of you have ever worked with that. It's very expensive, so you don't want to waste it. You got to, when you put it down, the timing of it is important. Wait a minute, I think I hear a train. No way. It makes me think of the Westerns, where the guys would jump on top of the moving train, and I'd imagine they were going a lot slower, the steam engines back in the 1800s, fighting on top of the train cars and whatnot. goes. Now, I'm old enough to remember using these relics. If you're curious, these are still around. And what I'm reading here, 4 minutes will cost you $1 worldwide. So you can see this is no dial tone. I don't know if you have to put money in it first before you get a dial tone. You know, leave a comment, let me know how that works. It's been a while, and I'm just assuming that this is still a thing. I guess you can dial 911 out of here at least. Smoking is permitted. One of the very few places left in the world where you can still smoke and just remain behind the yellow line. We don't want you, and I'm assuming the yellow line is here. I'm currently standing, I don't understand if that's the yellow line. Maybe that's where the grid starts there. So yeah, there's video surveillance going on here at all times. I mean, you don't want to come down here and get real silly and, you know, play railroad track games. The authorities will probably pay you a visit fairly quickly. Good supply. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. The zoom's not the greatest on this camera. There's a good supply of leftover or spare railroad timbers laying everywhere up and down these tracks. Fredericksburg, southbound, Washington, D.C. to the north. This is your line here. We're here. So going south, you hit Quantico all the way to Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania is where it stops. And then as far north as Union Station in DC, and then it branches off here into Burke and Manassas. And there's pathways going through the woods here that I can only assume lead off to other neighborhoods, so forth and so on, or you can take the stairway up and out to the elevated portion of the property, apartments, condos, townhouses, so on. Am I even interesting enough or where people want to tune in? Then there's part of me that's like, well, a lot of what I was doing originally was for myself, for my family, to look back on. Recently, one of the vloggers that I follow, Adam the Woo, many are very familiar with his work, has a library of thousands of videos that, and he's recently passed away, where folks can go back and watch the many adventures that he went on. And that's not me, that's not my lifestyle, but maybe even if it's something like this, that's like a video journal of a day. Well after I'm long gone, my family can come back and say, you know, Dad took a walk down to the train station. I don't know if that's something that they would even do, or I know if my parents did something like this, and you know, I would definitely want to see their face and hear their voice again. So without getting too sappy, that's part of this channel as well. I enjoy adventures, I enjoy doing things, but I just don't think everything's vlog worthy. I don't know if this even is. Now, one can only assume, I saw a sign back there for construction. I see this footbridge going up across this little creek of water here. Now, I'm hoping that this is going to be a permanent walking trail. I don't see anything posted that signifies that's what's going on, but I'm gonna have to ask some questions. I want to make time for stuff like this, and just keep everybody posted on really what's going on with me. I'm very satisfied with my life right now. It's just, I got a certain peace that I've never had when it comes to my job. And for a man, that means everything. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but my kids are in good places right now. So, praise the Lord. God is blessed. Really, it's not about subscribers and views and likes and all that for me. This is just a diary, a digital diary, and who knows what will become of it. I like to go back and look at some of my old videos. But thanks for coming along. If I see anything cool and interesting in this area, I might shoot something in the next few days or so. But thanks for coming along, guys, and thanks for those who've encouraged me to get back on the channel, to start recording again, to do more of these types of vlogs where it doesn't have to be anything formal. Sometimes you just grab the camera and life happens. You know, that train wasn't an accident. I don't know the schedules. You know, I just walked down. I've been down here an hour now, an hour and a half. Nothing's came by since. So, hey, Mr. Squirrel. There he goes. You see that squirrel right there on the log? He's just cruising along. And currently, the Orioles aren't doing too hot against the Red Sox here. 6-2. Boston in the fifth, 2 outs. The Washington Commanders' new stadium in the old RFK site is going to be finished up, and we're going to be able to go back in time, if you will. I was there in 1991, the last year they won the Super Bowl, when they were the Redskins. Old RFK, 55,000 people, and the place was just rocking. It's going to be really neat to see that area come back to life. In 2027 in the National Mall, the NFL draft is going to be happening there. So that's going to be a home in the NFL draft, and not this draft, but the following draft. So that'll be April time frame of 2027. Definitely want to catch that. That would be something cool to be able to capture for you guys. Just all this just came in my mind. Oh yeah, we're coming back. 5-6. 5-6. What happened? So apparently this is part of the Potomac Heritage National Scenic Trail. I gotta look that up and see what that's all about. Yes. Yes. Come back.